What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. In this video, let's go over some news stories you might have missed. A lot of smaller, kind of more under-the-radar ones, truly, actually, for this video this time. Let's start with Crash Team Rumble, and that it looks like the game is actually going to be on the Switch. Not that surprising. The past few Crash games, I believe, they've taken some time to get to Switch, like a year after the base game release, but they did eventually get there. So Crash Team Rumble right now isn't on anything but the PlayStations and Xboxes of the world, not even on PC. So maybe eventually, as time goes on, it would be on other things. But they have the installation page for Crash, and on there, Switch is listed. So I do think, again, it'll be on there maybe 6 months after release, maybe a year after release. Hopefully, the sooner the better, right? Because the more players that are able to play this game, the longer you can probably keep the game around. Really, no point, in my opinion, to do this a year later when the game may already be dead. Second news story is Persona 3 Reload, right? The remake of Persona 3. So Atlas has really been their own worst enemy. They've been their own best leaker, just by posting things, up on Instagram and all that stuff. And this is no different. They've uploaded a unlisted video, right? So only them and then any of the links that they share with people. That's the only way you can get to this video, but it does come directly from them, which means the description of the video comes directly from them. And on there, it says that the Nintendo Switch is one of the release platforms for Persona 3 Reload. So we know the rest of them. We didn't know about the Switch. And so yet again, Atlas basically does it to themselves. Again, more places to play Persona 3, probably the better. Next up is Star Ocean 2 Remake. Now, I don't know almost anything actually about Star Ocean 2 other than my wife, I do actually believe, has either the first or maybe she actually has this game in the flesh. I can try to find it one day. But the remake, there's a rumored remake for it, and Nate Drake had talked about this. He's one of the better leakers out there. So while it is just a leak, and of course take it with a grain of salt, I don't know if you should expect it or not, right? That's kind of up to you. This does come from one of the better leakers out there, and he says holiday 2023, and he was asked which version it would be. He doesn't know, but that the ambition and scope is greater than the first game. So maybe, again, much like Atlas or much like the Persona games, we'll have to see, which version gets actually the proper treatment, if this one would be considered like the proper one, or if there should be a remake 5 years later that has everything. We'll see how it goes. I would be pretty excited for this because I've heard good things about Star Ocean. I know some people in the community have talked about it before in comments and stuff. Again, I've never played it, but maybe this would be the first time I would do it. And then the last story is the game Flintlock. If you guys remember that game, this game looks really good. I'm really impressed with this game. It's going to be on Game Pass, I believe, so that's definitely a positive. But when they originally, were talking about the release date, it was early 2023. So this is another example where, that kind of release window just completely passes them, and then they announced, I guess, a delay afterwards, and they did say, okay, the game's been delayed now till 2024. Again, situation in this case, take your time, deliver the best game. The game does look really good. It feels like, to me, it's going to be a more under-the-radar kind of game. I don't think it's going to move the needle in a way a Starfield or an Avowed or something like that would do. But I think this is going to be a rather good game. So hopefully it is good, and we just have to wait a little bit longer. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.